So England game. Who watched it?
Yeah,
How was it?
it was.
What did you think, Ewan?
Well, it was a boring game, to be brutally honest. But
Oh my
but
god.
but I think the referee didn't help, and also, I mean, one of the reasons I reckon it was so boring was because of how Iceland set up. I mean, props to them. They set up to go for the draw from minute
Nah,
one.
I don't care. These are farmers and dentists. If they're playing 4-4-2, I can't care less. We've got Sterling, Sancho, and Kane, and they can't beat Paul, who plays Sunday League in Iceland. Come
Nah,
off.
I don't think his name's Paul, to be honest. It's
Nah,
probably
nah.
like
Okay, Paul. I don't know, something
now you're
Icelandic.
forgetting the sun on the end.
Wagagogo or something.
Oh, Paulson. Yeah, of
Exactly.
course, yeah.
Uh,
Paul
yeah.
Paulson.
But no, the way they set up was very, very, very defensive. It was like watching a Jose Mourinho masterclass, to be brutally honest.
Yeah.
Back in the old
Late
Chelsea
penalty.
days. But they literally put 11 players pretty much behind Sterling and Kane. It was ridiculous. There was no pressing, so because our back four like to pass it around to drag out those strikers, so it enables room in for the midfielders to pass the ball around. Iceland were like, nah, we're just gonna sit here and we'll wait, and they did. That's all they did. So all we
To
could
the 90th minute, we waited, yeah.
pretty much, but it was horrendous, and all we could
We have
do.
to be honest. This is scary now because this is our best England team in like 15 years, and we barely beat Iceland. And this was like a revenge game because they battered it. Well, they beat us last time.
I mean, they didn't
Yeah.
batter us, but
They
I
battered
mean-
us,
Need
but
to
we
be
lost to
better.
them, which is basically a battering. It's like losing to San Marino.
you say it's our best English team, though. I mean, there's a lot of players in this English squad. I mean, especially in the Iceland game. I mean, we had Foden that hasn't played a lot of games in the Premier League. I mean, he's played a bit near the end, but through the whole Premier League season, he didn't play loads. You've
Yeah.
got Declan Rice that's still very young. Who else was on the pitch? I mean,
But
Jadon
Declan Rice has
Sancho.
played quite a bit. I mean, look at the thing is the attack alone is good enough. They're all Premier League giants. Harry Kane, Jadon Sancho, and Raheem Sterling should not have a
I
problem
mean,
against
Sancho's not a
Iceland's
Premier League
back four.
giant.
He should be. He will be when he
Nah,
comes here.
he's not coming to the Man U.
Okay, or Champions League giants then. Jadon Sancho is still up
Yeah.
there. So is
Yeah,
Sterling.
okay.
So is Kane. And they can't score against these duns. And we have, Euros next year? Like, imagine if that was a Euros game.
I do think
Southgate, we'd have his head.
Nah,
straight
but
away.
I do think we lost a lot of creativity in midfield. There was nothing. We couldn't dribble past anyone. I mean, Sancho. I mean, there's a lot of good things to say about him, but he had that left back, and pretty much 9 times out of 10 he was going to get past him, and I think he tried it about 3 times in the whole game. Other than that, he passed it back to Walker.
That's what I mean. That's tactics, isn't it, though? Because we know he's got it in his locker, and something's telling him not to do it. It's probably Southgate, because he does it at Dortmund, doesn't the Champions League. So why isn't he doing it for England?
Yeah.
There's something about it, and
So-
I don't know.
But I mean, the one thing that was looking to break the Iceland defence was our crosses into the box, which
Juicy.
but it did surprise me. We didn't bring on Trent earlier on, someone that can really cross the ball in.
He could have
mean-
taken advantage of that situation for sure.
They played him as a number 10, right? He wasn't playing in right back, was he?
What?
Did he play-
Arnold? No, he played at right back. He came on because of
For when Walker got sent off.
yeah,
Oh,
Walker got
okay.
sent off.
Didn't he?
But I have
okay.
to
thought they played him
admit
in centre mid.
that sending off was I personally don't think that was a red. Or
Well, it
second
was 2 yellow cards. It was a yellow card at least because he came in pretty rash. But I can
I
understand
suppose.
why they've given him a yellow.
Um,
I didn't see the first yellow though.
But yeah, the biggest bit was the whole one we should never that our penalty. I don't think was a penalty. His arms were okay. They were slightly raised, but they were
Still
tucked
they're wet,
into his
innit?
body.
Yeah.
And then we should have had a goal at the start of the game with Harry Kane that wasn't offside.
Yeah.
So there was a lot of controversy. And we almost could have drew the game as well because of the late
The
penalty.
second penalty. Oh my god! When I saw that, the only reason why the Don missed is because Ward Prowse scuffed the penalty. I saw a picture of Ward Prowse.
Oh, did he?
First of all, yeah.
Oh,
First of all,
naughty.
what was Ward Prowse doing on the pitch? Why is Ward Prowse there? And second of all, who's letting him in there to do that that late on in the
Well-
game? He scuffed the penalty spot, so he missed. That's why he skied it.
If we're playing Ward Prowse, we need to get Kieran Trippier off the pitch because Trippier's
And-
demanding set pieces when Ward Prowse should be taking them.
and get Saka in there, because there's no way Ward-Prowse gets in over Saka. There's just no way. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry.
I mean, Saka had a great game for the under-21s.
Saka,
did.
Nelson, and Nketiah scoring. Nketiah scoring a perfect hat trick. That's my club. Yeah, hand all made. Just watch. Few
So,
years,
yeah, that
you
was-
see them everywhere.
That was a very interesting England game. We've got
Honestly, the
another game.
under-21s was more interesting than that game.
Yeah,
Far
it was
more
a good game.
Easy.
It was really good.
Max Aarons was. I didn't realize how good he actually was.
He's a very good
Yeah.
player. He was kind of limited by being at Norwich last season. It's not a very good defence to be a part of. But I wouldn't be surprised if we see him move at some point.
Yeah, him
Start
and
season.
Jamal Lewis, because Bayern wanted Max
Jamal
Aarons.
Lewis looks very likely to leave. He's actually looking like he's going to move to Newcastle. So
All right.
that's a good one for him.